Hello everyone, this is Akansh Suman here. Now we are going to solve the problems based on the quick return mechanisms. Quick return mechanisms is also known as crank and slotted lever mechanisms. Basically, it is an inversion of the single slider crank mechanisms. What is the inversion? When you fix a different links, you will get the different mechanisms that is generally known as the inversion. So when you fix the connecting rod of the single slider crank mechanisms, you will get the crank and slotted lever mechanisms. Okay, so that is the problems based on crank and slotted lever. Now in the question it is given that the driving crank BC is 30 long. So this length, this is crank basically, and that is given that 30 mm. Whenever in the question you have to find the value of length of any link and stroke value, just convert this diagram into simple one. How can I draw its simple form? See here, I am going to draw the diagram. So whenever you find out the problems of slotted bar, you just have to draw, or you just have to consider this diagram in order to solve out the problem. Why this is easy? Let me show you. This is our connecting rod. Basically, according to the diagram, this is AC, this is AC, or this is B, or this is P. Okay. I'm going to tell you that when slotted bar move from dead position, first dead position to the another dead position, that means at first dead position, this is the dead position of the slotted bar. Okay. When the dead position is there, that means having zero velocity of the slotted bar. Okay. So basically at the dead position having the slotted bar velocity 0, that means at that position crank will make 90-degree angle with the slotted bar. That is what I am going to show you. That is why you have to use this diagram. Consider this diagram whenever in the question they asking you to find out the length or dimensions of any link and the stroke, you have to find out just to draw this diagram, or you consider this diagram. This is the dead position. This is basically this diagram. One position of this diagram is this. Okay, but this is the dead center position of the slotted bar. So this is a slider which is had to be connected with the crank as well as slotted bar. Okay, at this position crank making 90-degree angle with the slotted bar. If it is 90-degree, it would be easy to find out the length. Okay, now this is 30 mm, sorry, this is 30 length of the crank. Okay, now how can I show you the angle? If this is the dead position of the slotted bar, okay, when the cutting stroke is going to be started, and at the end of the cutting stroke the position of the slotted bar will be here. Okay, and this would be the another dead position of the slider. This would be the angle, that would be the return angle, because the crank will continue to rotate like that clockwise direction. Okay, so basically when you start from here to here, that would be the cutting action. Okay, and here to here, that would be the return stroke. So basically you can say this alpha is less than beta because the time for cutting operations we want to minimize. Okay, we don't waste our time to return process. Okay, so basically this would be the alpha, and this would be the alpha, and the angle this would be beta. So here you can see beta is greater than alpha. Okay, now if this complete angle is alpha, then this would be alpha by 2. We have seen in the lecture, I have shown you how can it be alpha by 2. So basically you must have to remember this angle, this triangle. In this triangle the alpha is completely half of complete angle. Okay, so here I can see this is the alpha by 2. Okay, now we have to read the questions. Time ratio for the working stroke to the return stroke is 1.7. Working stroke means cutting stroke, because basically the quick return mechanisms is used in the cutting machines, cutting operations. Basically if you want to know the applications of the quick return mechanisms, it would be shaper, planer machines. In the machine tool subjects, you will study about the planer and the shaper machine. So basically they use quick return mechanisms. Okay, so this is working stroke is generally known as the cutting stroke, don't be confused. So time ratio is given, time for cutting, time for return, that is 1.7, and we know that that is equal to beta upon alpha, which is also known as quick return ratio. And we know that quick return ratio is always greater than 1, and which is 1.7 here. If it is less than 1 in the question, it is given that QRR is less than 1. Suppose in the question QRR is given 0.5, so you just have to inverse of 0.5 in order to get the value greater than 1, because QRR is always greater than 1. So here I can find out the value of beta in terms of alpha, that is 1.7 into alpha. That is my first relation. Okay, now we know that in this diagram you can see here alpha and beta making 360-degree angle together. So alpha plus beta is equal to 360. Okay, now this is the second relation. Now using these two relations we can find out the value of alpha, yes or no. So I have to put the beta value in these equations. So that is alpha plus 1.7 alpha is equal to 360, and when you solve these equations you will get 133 133.33, that is the value of alpha. Okay, now I already told you that if this complete angle is alpha, that would be the alpha by 2. Okay, so I can write the value of cos alpha by 2. Cos alpha by 2 means what? Base upon hypotenuse. And what is base here? If this angle is alpha by 2, this is 90 degree, so cos alpha by 2 would be 30 upon AB. I'm going to write it in a proper way, that is BC upon AC. Okay, so here BC is the crank length, that is also given in the question, that is 30 mm, and AC we have to find out. See here, if the length in the question, it is given that if the length of the working stroke is 120 mm, then the ratio of dimensions of AC and AP is, what is AC? AC is basically the length of the connecting rod. Okay, this is the length of the connecting rod, and this is AP. This is AP is the length of the slotted bar. So we have to find out the ratio of the connecting rod length to the slotted bar length. Okay, so here I can get the value of AC. Okay, when you solve this you will get the value of AC, that means the length of the connecting rod. So that is 75.75. We'll get the value of AC, that is 75.75. Okay, now AC we have got. Next we have to find out the value of AP, that means the length of the slotted bar. Now if I extend this diagram, if this is the first dead center position of the slotted bar, this would be the another dead center position of the slotted bar, yes or no. If this is another dead center position of the slotted bar, this is another dead center position. We just have to draw like that, it will extend up to corner point. So that is if this is complete is, and this would be the midpoint of complete stroke. Okay, for example Q, and this is PR. Okay, so basically QR, I cannot show you complete corner point, you just have to assume this. Okay, This will extend up to the corner point and they will meet at a point. Okay, now I'm going to show you that Q is the midpoint of the PR basically. Okay, so if Q is the midpoint of PR, that means if this is the stroke is given in the question, that is 120 mm. Okay, length of the stroke is given, that is, I'm going to write here that stroke, you can solve it by using the formula of the stroke also, it would be easy to calculate. Okay, so I'm going to just apply the formula so that it would be easy, otherwise you have to solve the questions in a proper way using the diagram, so that would become lengthy. So I'm going to apply the stroke formula because the stroke is given in the questions. Basically 2 is, that is equal to 2 into length of slotted bar, length of crank upon length of connecting rod. This is the formula of stroke. Okay, and stroke is given in the question, that is, the stroke is given in the question 120 mm. So basically it is 2 into, we have to find out the length of the slotted bar. Okay, so I'm just writing as it is. Length of crank is given, that is 30 mm, and what is the length of the connecting rod? We got 75.75. Now you just have to calculate length of slotted bar. Okay, just using calculator you can find out it. I'm just calculating it. So the value you got, length of slotted bar, that would be 151.5. Now this is not the answer, we have to find out the ratio of length of connecting rod to the length of slotted bar. Don't be confused between the ratio. Okay, don't make mistake, because whenever you got the ratio you have to find out the ratio, something which can be wrong. That is, in the question it is you have to find out the ratio of AC upon AP, but by default or by mistake you can find out AP upon AC ratio. That would be wrong answer. So basically you must have to careful about the ratio. So we have to find out the ratio AC upon AP. Okay, so that is AC is equal to 75.75 upon 151.51. Okay, so basically it would be 0.5. Okay, you'll get 0.5. So that would be the final answer.